Good morning. It's me, Mikey Pipes. 25th April, 2023. Hi. This is what I look forward to every morning when I wake up. Look at my face. Anyway, I just picked tonight's meal. That's gonna be dinner tonight. The best of the kosher cookbook. This is what I typically do some mornings. I like the crispy beef. I think we're gonna go for the meat stuffed crust meat pizza on a Friday night for a Shabbat dinner. But crispy beef with white rice, it's gonna be sick. Can't wait. Looking forward. Okay, want kisses? No? Okay, stop it. All right, guys, time to head to work. You know, yesterday I put out a video on this channel, the Uncensored channel. A gentleman from Jersey wanted a price for a new combi boiler to replace his Bradford White, and we exchanged some emails, and I gave him a price range, right? And I gave him a range of what he could expect to pay, you know, for that kind of system, which was a high-end wall-hung combi, you know, made in America, with a company with a great reputation. I gave him a price range of what he could expect to pay a professional, right? You know, based off of certain key numbers. And that's cost of overhead, markup, labor, all that good stuff, right? And he writes me back that, hey, you know, I don't want to spend, you know, 17, 18, 19,000. I want to spend like 8. And I made a video about it. And I knew, making the video, that I would hear from quote-unquote rocket scientists who think they have a degree or an MBA in accounting. Seriously. Oh, and by the way, the poop is gone off my windshield. You see? The poop is gone off the windshield. That was the most commented topic in my recent videos. Where's the poop, Mikey Pipes? So I knew I was getting set up, or setting myself up, for all the hate on guys who think that they know how to run a business. Am I saying that I know how to run a successful business? I'm pretty good at it. I'm not a master at it. I don't have a college degree in accounting or any kind of business skills. What I learned by making mistakes along the way, right? I learned, you know, a lot from my previous boss, who then became my partner. Learned a lot from him. You know, he believed in using the flat rate book, or which I refer to as the fuck rate book. I would literally go into a home, spend the morning there, replacing a few valves, maybe rebuilding a toilet, and the invoice was $2,500. And I was on my next call before lunch. So, but I got this one guy, right? He goes, he's talking about his uncle. I'm like, bro. Here we go. We have another rocket scientist, right? He goes, my uncle, I'll read it to you. Mike, my uncle has been in business for almost 40 years here in mid-Michigan. He hasn't raised his service call price in 20 years. He makes boatloads of money and will never go out of business until he dies. Just because you can charge $200 an hour don't mean you should take advantage of people. $11,000 labor on a combi boiler is pretty high, don't you think? You must pay your employees $75 to $100 an hour. Are you even from the United States? Them guys must love making $25 an hour when you make $200. What a boss you are. So let's read the replies. What is this? Only a Jew would do what you do. How do I know? Oh, I have a cousin that's Jewish, and he thinks he's better than the rest of the family that isn't Jewish. Well, here's another rocket scientist who thinks he knows how to run a successful business. His keyword is my uncle. So like I said, I was setting myself up for the trolls to hate, because that's what they're doing. They're hating. If your uncle hasn't raised his price in 20 years, then I can almost guarantee that unless he's molesting you, right? Because that's the only real way you're going to know how much money he's making, and if he's rolling in with boatloads of cash, he's probably an unlicensed hack. How do I know that? Well, Because if you haven't raised your prices in 20 years and you're making boatloads of cash, then you have no insurance on your your vehicles. You have no liability insurance, which means all that workers' comp. You definitely don't have that. And you're probably not even paying for your licensing, right? So those are 3, 4, I don't know. I lost count, right? But let me give you some fun-filled facts, Mr. Friesenheimer. Sound like you're German. I don't know. Maybe you're related to the Fuhrer. The Fuhrer? Anyway, I don't know about how your business operates, but listen, I have 5 trucks, business trucks that are on the road. My business auto liability, my business auto insurance, right, for all those trucks, is close to $50,000 a year, right? My business liability insurance, is close to that number as well. My workers' compensation is 10% of gross salary. And my guys don't get paid $25 an hour, right? You're saying, do I pay them 75 to 100? Let me tell you something. When you factor in FUTA, FICA, payroll tax, all those other good stuff, right? You think the compensation, if I'm paying someone $25, you think that's what the cost of labor is? What are you, smoking? Are you stupid or something? You gotta love these rocket scientists, I swear. You gotta love them. Yeah, don't even ask. Don't even ask. But anyway, I don't know, I just wanted to rant a little bit. Today's Tuesday. We have a few heat pump pool heaters to work on today. All right. I got a couple other AC service calls, but we should be done maybe by 1 o'clock. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. That's what I get for being the boss, while I pay my guys $25 an hour to work till midnight, right? Let me tell you something. Stop being a hack. Pull your freaking pants up. Come on, you guys. You wonder why people will say, well, he's a plumber. I should have to pay him more than $50 an hour. It's because of the way he's looking, because of what he's driving, and because of the way you're treating your profession. This is a career. This is not a job being just over broke, right? This is a career and a profession. So stop driving around those crappy trucks, pull up your pants, and get your life out of the crapper, right? Treat the profession like it is, and you'll earn more money. Don't you think you deserve it? Don't you think that as a plumber, an electrician, a carpenter, any skilled trade, don't you think that we deserve to make the same amount as the lawyers, the doctors, the accountants? Don't you think that? If you don't think that, then maybe this is not the profession for you. Maybe not. But let me tell you something. If I went to see my doctor and he looked like half these bums out there with their pants hanging off their ass, right? Driving, a shit box. I'm not saying, Warren Buffett drove, a used 40-year-old car forever. I think he still does, right? But if you're driving to people's locations to perform a service, you shouldn't have a rust bucket that's barely getting to the job, right? It's a reflection. It's a reflection of your image on the quality of work that you do, right? So if you're like this douchebag's uncle who hasn't raised his price in 20 years and he's rolling in it, well, I say hogwash and he's full of shit. Seriously. Pull your pants up. If you can't pull your pants up, get a fucking belt, right? Clean your truck out. Make sure it's nice, neat, and organized. Make sure you get it washed once a week or once a month, or get it washed periodically, right? Put on the booties when you walk into someone's house if your feet are dirty. Roll out a red carpet, right? Command respect for your profession, and you'll get paid accordingly. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We can't be outsourced, but we're slowly being eliminated because of what's going on in the schools with the youths, right? They're not pushing trade school or getting to the trades. They're pushing college. They want to see 4-year degrees and master degrees. They want to see doctors and lawyers and stuff because it looks good for their school districts. And if you want to hear more talk, or if you like listening to plumbers who all they do is talk to the guy MJF Mechanical. All he does is love to talk.